What's going on, everybody? We in here like swimwear. It's your boy Slime. Sorry, I'm a little fashionably late. Had to get everything set up and ready. What's going on, Joe? How you been? Looks like Bot Ricks just got in the house. Let's go. Let me make the chat a little bigger. As y'all see, we decorated a few things around here. I turned off ads for the rest of this year, so y'all don't gotta worry about ads. The only number we gonna try to get up is this number right here. The subs. Every person that subs, that thing's gonna go up one. Now, to sub is free, so y'all don't gotta spend no money. Y'all just gotta hit that sub button. We got the pop-up set, so your name will pop up on the screen. And I appreciate it. Also, if you sub, you have a chance to win $200 and a lot more prizes coming. We're gonna do live raffles. Pick just random names that are subscribed and send them gifts online. But anyways, today we got some news to cover. Today. So, with all this talk about Kenneka and Teresa surfacing around again, what a time for an actress, allegedly, Reid, claiming that she was just drugged at the Rosemont Hotel and was unconscious for 8 hours and woke up in the hospital. Pretty much the same hotel as Kenneka, but she was at the DoubleTree. Now, those who've been on this case from day one know that Kenneka was also at the DoubleTree. And if she wasn't, they would have never released the docket on the Rosemont site about the DoubleTree. But y'all notice we never got to see any real footage from the DoubleTree besides that girl who sold Kenneka the tickets, buying the tickets. Like, why do we care what that girl did when she's all over Facebook advertising it that she's selling it? I never understood that part of the case with the DoubleTree. Like, how about if something happened to her, allegedly, at the DoubleTree, and they brought her to to the Crown Plaza? Who knows? But I want to say there's a couple holes in this case, too, and some things that make you raise your antennas. So we gonna go over it together, y'all. I figure we might as well fix that lighting. Also, like I said, we trying to get that subscription number up. So if you ain't sub yet, hit that sub button. That's the only pop-ups we got right for right now, is if you sub, which is free, or if you tip. If you tip, your name will pop up on the screen too. Well, it should. Alright, let's get into the gravy. Welcome to the slime world. We just giving it about 5 seconds. Let all the slimes get in attendance. I know last stream it took about a half hour. I ain't even get an email from YouTube yet. Usually happens once I stop. But anyways, we're going to begin in about 5 seconds. Let me just put that FBI warning up there. A little artwork. This for all my haters. Let me make sure I'm getting all messages this time too. See, I just got top messages on. I noticed I was missing messages last time. Like the streamer guy, I just noticed you just sent me a message. I would have missed your message if I didn't have all messages on. What's up, Perfect? What's up, my boy? If y'all ain't sub yet, remember y'all hit that subscribe button. Something like that. What the hell happened to my background, guys? I did not save that as the back picture. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's get right into it. We got enough people in here now. Come on, man. Shit, I got OCD. This shit irritates me. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Y'all feel me? Alright, guys, let's get into it. So, boom. Tara Reid. Y'all all know Tara Reid, right? She's an actress. She's been in a bunch of movies. Oh, she was in American Pie. She's the girl from American Pie. Urban Legends. National Lampoons. She's in a lot of movies. Well, she just took a trip to Chicago for some convention thing. Illinois. River Road. Same place Kenneka was found. But she went to the DoubleTree. The ones with the what do they call these right here? The Masonic floors, these black and white checkered floors. I call these the Masonic floors right here. But anyways, yeah, that's her after taking a sip of wine at the bar. She just got to the hotel, claimed she sat down and took a sip of wine after she ordered her drink and went and smoked a cigarette and came back. Sheesh. But let's read. What's going on? My girl Together We Break Chains is in the house. What's going on, Nina, also? Alright, I'm getting everybody's messages now. Let's go. Hold on, I'm looking for the right thing to for the Cash App. It ain't the one on BotRix, but alright, so actress Tara Reid. Everything looks good, everything sounds good. Remember, y'all haven't hit that sub button yet. Hit the sub button. So, actress Tara Reid claims she was drugged at a hotel bar in Rosemont, leading to her losing consciousness and being hospitalized. She noticed a napkin over her wine glass upon returning from a smoke break. Hospital staff informed her she was drugged, though the explanation was vague. Alright. So then when we start reading, it's like the hotel and the cops are making it, trying to sound like she's got a substance abuse problem and she was there getting hammered, when she tells us she only took one sip and went out for a drink. Then they tell us there's no footage. Like that even matters. Where's the footage from the Kenneka Jenkins case? Somebody lost their life, allegedly. We on YouTube, and that thing went poof. Am I right or wrong? But anyways, so it says, this is the whole story. Reid lost consciousness at the bar. According to Reid, she went down to the bar after checking into her hotel in Rosemont. So she just got into the DoubleTree in Rosemont. She just checks in. Let me go grab a drink. She told TMZ that she ordered a glass of wine. So she's ordering her first drink before stepping outside to smoke, accompanied by one of several YouTubers she had encountered in the lobby. So she also makes a gesture how it was weird that there was a lot of YouTubers in the lobby. On returning to her seat, Reid said she noticed a napkin placed over her wine glass. Now you could say that's normal, you could say that's not normal. Because, well, I guess if you leave your seat and your drinks there, the waiters, they'll put a napkin over your drink so nobody could put nothing in there. You know what I mean? Sub button, it looks like the subs just went up, but I don't see it popping up. We'll wait a little bit. If not, I'll try it. So, the next thing, she says she removed the napkin and continued drinking. So she came back after smoking a cigarette. She sees the napkin. She just removes the napkin, continues drinking. The next thing I remember, I was in the hospital, she said. Video obtained by TMZ showed Reid being taken out of the hotel on a wheelchair and later lying on the stretcher as paramedics transported her to a nearby hospital. Hospital staff, look at, even the hospital staff alleged she was drunk. This is when the story starts to get crazy and take a turn. So even the hospital staff, I don't think they would do that for no reason if she had some alcohol and they're gonna allege she was drunk and not intoxicated. I mean, drugged and not intoxicated, right? So, Reid alleged that once she regained consciousness, hospital staff told her she had been drugged. However, she also acknowledged that the explanation she received was vague, and she did not ask what substance may have been involved. Now, this is where it starts to take a turn. I want y'all to pay close attention, because they're going to act like she was at the bar getting hammered. There's no footage of nothing being put in her drink. Alright, then show us her getting hammered at the bar and not just taking one sip or whatever. But they're going to say that she didn't open a police report when she did file the police report. Watch this. So, they didn't say what substance was involved. She should have seen what substance was involved. I wonder if Topamax or anything similar was involved like that. GHB. You know what I'm saying? But, alright. Now it's saying the actor emphasized that despite her past struggles with substance abuse, so they're going to try to use that against her, you know how they are, she had consumed only 1 glass of wine that night. The actor described the experience as terrifying and said she feels lucky, as she said, I could have been R-worded. Now, by the way, this also happened November 25th, 2025, which was a couple weeks ago, a week ago. Alright, so I want you guys to read these main articles. No police report filed, right, chat? No police report filed. She considered doing a police report. Hospital staff alleged she was drugged, so the hospital staff alleged it. And then she lost consciousness for 8 hours at the bar. Alright? Now let's read another article. She gives us a little description of what happened. First, we're going to read them. I asked Grok what happened to see when the date was. Alright. November 23, 2025, Tara Reid claimed she was drugged at the DoubleTree. Y'all hear me perfect? Yeah, it looks like the volume's good. It's the DoubleTree Chicago O'Hara Airport Hotel Bar in Rosemont, Illinois, leading to her hospitalization around 12:39 a.m. on that Sunday morning. She checked into the hotel late on November 22. Went to the bar for a drink and a cigarette, left her drink unattended briefly, returning to find a napkin over it. All the stories kind of fit together. And then blacked out after resumed drinking. So to me it sounds like, right, chat, she went in, checked in, went to go to the bar, ordered wine, had a couple sips, if that, and then went out for a cigarette. Then when she came back, she collapsed for whatever reason. Let me make sure the subs are working, guys. So if you do a sub, alright, it's working. So, paramedic. So after she seen the napkin over it, she then blacked out after resumed drinking. Paramedics responded to a sick person call, and she was transported to a nearby hospital where staff reportedly told her she had been drugged. So I also want to note that and point that out, that even Grok has that in his whatever files in his system, that the hospital even, told her that she's been allegedly drugged. Or suggested it when they know she was at the bar. So she filed a police report. What did I tell you guys? Remember this? No police report was filed, right? No police report filed. Rosemont police confirmed that while the actress was transferred to the hospital, the department received no report alleging drugging, and that as of now, no such complaint has been filed. BS. She filed a police report on November 25th. Rosemont police later stated on December 3rd that surveillance footage showed no tampering with her drink and no criminal act was confirmed, though the investigation remained open pending hospital records. So she still hasn't got her follicle here yet, or whatever testing she did at the hospital. They won't tell us. She still hasn't got the results back to tell us what's in her system. Well, what was in her system that day. So this is what happened after she took that sip. So this is where they pretty much contradict everything that they pretty much just said. Listen to this, chap. They pretty much contradict everything they said. Exactly, Nina. Something's going on over there. And you know what I find funny? Not funny, but suspicious? Is the Masonic floors again. If y'all remember, y'all was there day one on the Kenneka Jenkins case. These Masonic floors was part of the whole puzzle, because the girl that bought the rooms from the hotel was standing on these, and they had the footage of the DoubleTree of these. Why is that the only thing we got to see in the DoubleTree? Still to this day. But anyways, I felt so helpless. It sounds like she allegedly been drugged to me. Look at, does one shot of wine do this to you guys? And then you go smoke a cigarette, and it happens when you sit down and finish your drink or sip your drink. I felt so helpless. This has been a horrifying experience for me that is severely affecting my mental health. I cannot sleep over this. It is a very scary feeling not knowing what happened to me. I believe I was drugged. Something happened to me, she said. Or either everybody's out to get the Rosemont Hotel allegedly in Chicago and try to hit them with lawsuits, which I find that hard to believe. Reid, who's 50, has a history, they love to bring this up, with substance abuse. Came forward with claims that she was drugged during her Chicago visit November 24th. So wow, they said November, I think 25th, she made the police report. In a clip obtained, The Big Lebowski, I guess that's another one of her movies, appeared to be nearly unconscious as she was helped by a group of people into a wheelchair. At the time, a rep for the actress of Page Six told Reid had filed a police report after the incident and was cooperating fully with the investigation. Didn't they just tell us that there was no investigation being involved when they checked the footage? Come on now, they contradicting everything that they saying. Now watch, it gets even worse. Tara is recovering and asks for privacy during this traumatic time. Reid later told TMZ that scary incident made me pass out for 8 hours straight. Which means, that wasn't normal. Whatever I took a sip of. It's just really scary. It's all not for the girls, but for the guys. For anyone, you have to be real careful with what you drink, she warned on Monday. The Sharknado actress added, the whole thing is really scary. I'm just glad that I was in a public place. I also want to add to you guys, she hasn't even got the results back from the hospital saying what was in her system. Watch. Look, as of December 4th, they forgot to add this though and all the stuff they just told us, y'all. As of December 4th, 2025, which is today, and remember they told us it wasn't an active investigation and nothing's been filed. Tara Reid and the police are still waiting for hospital test results following her alleged drugging incident at the Chicago area hotel. It is not yet publicly confirmed what the tests were, so the hospital for some reason won't tell us what she did. If it was a urine, if it was, a hair test, blood test, for some reason they won't tell us what test she took. So they're saying they can't, what test it was if they were able to detect the substance. Here is what is known about the case. The incident: Reid was hospitalized November 23 after an incident at a hotel bar in Rosemont after having one drink. Every story says the same. There was a bunch of people there with cameras. They checked the footage. They're not saying she had 4, 5, 6 drinks or shots of whiskey. She had a drink of wine and took a few sips. Having one drink, she claimed she woke up in the hospital 8 hours later with no memory of what happened. I don't know who's crazy enough to play that off. Take one sip and pass out and wake up 8 hours later. Unless allegedly she was really under something. The video shows but does she have a history of doing things like that? You would have to go check her track record, which I've never heard doing anything crazy like this. Reid's position: despite the lack of video evidence, we can never trust video evidence anyways with Rosemont. Reid maintains her belief, so she still maintains the belief that she was drugged. In a statement she said, bottom line is no one ends up in the hospital incapacitated for over 8 hours after a drink. Wow, I gotta agree with her on that one. No one ends up in the hospital, not home on bed rest. She said she went to the hospital and stayed in the hospital for, an ongoing 8 hours while they were running tests and checking her, because that's how drugged out she was. I don't think that was wine. And then if it was something else that she did, I don't think there would be articles saying that, the nurses or the doctors suggested that she was drugged. You know what I mean? But it seems like they're trying to hide what it was. Am I right or wrong, y'all? So look at this. Remember, no police investigation going on. Don't worry about it. There's no surveillance, no criminal activity. First of all, you didn't get the results back anyways to press the charges on anybody. And she actually did file a report, and there is an investigation. So the ongoing investigation or police investigation is still active, pending the release of Reid's hospital records. So they're waiting on the release of the hospital records. We don't know why this Masonic hospital is taking so long to release these files for the Rosemont DoubleTree Hotel. Allegedly, let's not hope they're not doctoring or nothing or editing anything. While authorities await the hospital test results. Last time I checked, it took about 72 hours to check something, no? This been since November 25th. And she's an actress. So authorities await the hospital test results. They have reminded the public to never leave, but they also said this though. Reminded the public to never leave a drink unattended and to contact the local authorities if you feel unsafe. A little fishy, no? What kind of shirt you want to buy me, streaming world? Best dad in the world? Let me read your messages, Nina. Wasn't it said earlier in investigation of Kenneka they started at the DoubleTree Hotel? Yes, they did. That's what I was trying to tell you guys earlier. Where she was supposedly, yes, and then relocated to Rosemont Hotel after, and then, yes, that's correct. So if you was around in 2017 when the hotel released the files, they released 2 sets of files, one from the DoubleTree and one from the Crown Plaza Hotel. Why? Because they must have correlated. Kenneka must have allegedly been at the DoubleTree with the same people. And then they went to but there was nothing at the DoubleTree besides the girl, pretty much giving the tickets for the rooms. And it's showing that floor with the Freemason floor that you can't forget about right there. So once I seen that in 2017, I said, oh, something ain't right with this. Look, Freemason floor everywhere. Not to mention surrounded by Masonic hospitals, allegedly. But all the footage and evidence they had was in the Crown Plaza Hotel for some reason. They ain't show much from the DoubleTree besides the front hall. Somebody even said something like, oh, another Kenneka. Let me go to the Facebook. Let's read this first. So, need to know, Tara Reid claims she was drugged by a stranger before she was taken out on a stretcher from Rosemont Hotel on November 23. There's a bunch of red flags. Why ain't the test results back yet? Are they trying to offer her a deal? Are they trying to do something? You know what I mean? It shouldn't take that long for the doctors to tell you if you got roofied. You know what I'm saying? At a hotel you had a drink at. And then you got the cops involved also, so it's a big investigation. We all know how hard these cops like to work in Rosemont, allegedly. Oh, you never knew it? Let me show you right now. It goes back years before we stop. I'm going to show you how easy it is to check and how well known it is. I've been doing a lot of more research and studying. Frequency has been getting higher in the sun, so people have been waking up more. And they love to put things in our face. They love it. Freemason floors, that's all I'm going to put. I'm going to Google the Freemason floors. Freemason floors, also known as Masonic pavement, are black and white checkered floors in Masonic lodges that symbolize the ground of King Solomon's temple. These floors represent the humanity of human life, which is checkered with both good and evil, or joys and sorrows. The pattern reminds members to navigate life's moral contrasts by choosing the right path. The black and white squares represent the dustals found in life, such as good and evil, pleasure and pain, and virtue and vice. The floor is said to represent the floor of a sanctuary in the Temple of Solomon, a central theme in Masonic ritual and ethics. As a centered symbol in Masonic ritual, the pavement is a constant reminder to navigate the moral complexities of life. You think it's a coincidence? They got Masonic hospitals, Rothschild liquor stores, in these allegedly organ hotels, Masonic floors. Masonic floors, ready images. Actually look like the same exact shit, to be honest. But anyways, now you learned something new. The actress claimed that she has been taken out on a stretcher from the DoubleTree Chicago O'Hare Airport because she was drugged by a stranger after having one drink. Y'all don't forget, hit that like button for me. Double tap the screen. Also subscribe, it's free, so your name can pop up on the screen, and I appreciate it. However, on Wednesday, December 3rd, the Rosemont Public Safety Department that the surveillance footage does not indicate Reid was drugged at the hotel. She says bottom line is no one ends up in the hospital incapacitated for over 8 hours after a drink, which is true. The actress 50 claims the last thing she remembered was having one drink and waking up in the hospital the next day without remembering anything. The horrifying experience has been severely affecting her mental health. Reid continued, I cannot sleep over this feeling, not knowing what happened to me. I believe I was drugged. Something happened to me. We seen this. Right here, look at this, guys. The investigation is ongoing. So they was telling us there's no investigation and she never filed a report. Now the investigation is ongoing. And authorities and Reid, sounds like she got some important people on her side, so now they got to address it, are still waiting for hospital test results. So these Masonic hospitals allegedly, Together We Break Chains, which I probably bet my money on it that they also got their floors like that when you walk in the hospital. It's been, 2 weeks already and no test results. The authorities cannot, and then they tell her that she's been drugged, but don't say what drug it was. The authorities cannot confirm which test the hospital administrated, police said. So remember I said earlier they won't tell us which way if they took a urine, if they took a blood test, a hair test. For some reason they won't tell us what the hospital did, which means they must have did something. At this time, there is no criminal act that has been committed, and there is no one we are investigating. Police also add a reminder to not leave a drink unattended. So she says she was completely blacked out after having a drink with a stranger while staying at the DoubleTree Hotel for a celebrity signing 2 days earlier. So they had a celebrity signing there. Initially, she said she attempted to file a police report once she returned to LA, but they said that I could not file one over the phone and had to be there in person. She added that she was eventually allowed to file the report while having to return to Illinois. In the report, Reid said she ordered a glass of white wine from the hotel bar, and then a man came up to me, introduced himself as Sean P. Oh, that sounds weird. A very successful influencer and YouTuber. Okay. What about if this very successful influencer and YouTuber is watching us make these stories and trying to influence us that something else is going on? You know what I'm saying? Now watch this. It says Sean P, successful influencer and YouTuber, also joined her at the bar. So now we might have a suspect. They ended up going outside. He even joined her for a cigarette, to have a cigarette and exchange phone numbers. Once she returned inside, there was a napkin over my drink, she alleged. Then the last thing I remember was drinking that drink and seeing a couple sitting next to us. The next thing I remember was waking up in the hospital around 8 hours. That's not normal behavior. Or more. Later, not knowing where I was or anything that happened. I completely blacked out with no recollection of anything, she told police. 30 years of life experience. If she's telling word by word of the truth, this sounds like she was drugged and she blacked out. This is not the effects of alcohol. She didn't even make it out of the chair. Video obtained TMZ showed Reid seemingly unable to stand on her own as a man held her up and a woman brought a wheelchair for her. Oh, for one glass of wine? Reid's agent picked her up from the hospital. They went back to the hotel so she could collect her belongings, and then she returned to Los Angeles. Oh. Reid also alleged in her police report, the police report they tell us was never filed, that the influencer she met texted her the videos. Oh, this is creepy too. Listen to this, Chain. So the guy that she met that came up to her texted her the videos she met, texted her videos the next day. She considered it to be an extortion attempt, as he allegedly told her he could stop the videos from going out. She also claimed that Reid only had one drink while they were together. What? Ain't that weird? So this guy, she says she ordered one glass of wine. Once she's about to take a sip of her drink, some guy comes, a YouTuber, which she already thought was suspicious because there was a bunch of YouTubers in the lobby with cameras. But this was a influencer YouTuber. Like you see these guys at every hotel. You barely ever see any influence YouTubers. And then he comes up to her and sits down. She takes a sip. They both go out for a cigarette. She comes back and passes out. Then he sends her the pictures in the morning and says that I will leak this. What? So it says he sends her the pictures the next day. She considered it to be an extortion attempt. He allegedly told her could stop the videos from going out. She also claimed that he confirmed that Reid had only one drink while they were together. In a statement provided to People, Rosemont police said that they had spoken with the YouTuber and that based on video and statements, there is no evidence of any drinks being tampered with. Alright, but that doesn't mean he didn't say all this shit. Right? Did y'all check text messages or anything? In a November 26th statement to People, the DoubleTree Chicago O'Hara Airport confirmed that as soon as hotel staff observed a potential health concern involving a guest, our security team assisted and arranged for medical support. Alright, we're going to check one more thing before we end the live. Her Facebook. That shit's wild, huh? Some guy named Sean P comes up to her, a famous, influential YouTuber. They both go out to have a cigarette, coincidentally, and as soon as she sits down to take one sip, she passes out. Shit, you gotta look at the person closest to you. That's pretty crazy. And then for him to send the footage to you, if he actually really did that, that's weird activity. Why is he gonna say I can stop these videos from going out? First of all, who is he? I was thinking the same thing, Nina. You said sound like she was drugged with Sculpey and the devil's breath. You know why I was thinking that? Because I was reading all her articles with her and the stuff she was saying and how she felt. And she was saying how she felt helpless and she couldn't move and stuff like that. And that's what that stuff does. Like, you can actually have somebody go to their bank account, take all their money out. They won't remember it the next day, but they still can do it and operate. That's what that drug has people do, right or wrong. Thank you, Stephanie. It's a blessing to see you. This is her Facebook. Look at what they call her, Smollett. They have one picture of it. Let me see. We too far back. Exactly right. Not just footage, because we can't see what he's doing in the footage, especially if she just went to have a drink and passed out when she came back. So we gotta wait for the hospital results to come back, see if there was anything in her system. Because allegedly she's saying they told her that she was drugged, but didn't say what was in her system. Kev came in her bed, things we already knew. She went out, had a smoke, came back in and noticed a napkin on top of her drink that she did not put on the drink. Then turned around and said someone was trying to drug me. Okay, plausible considering you didn't put the napkin on the drink. Though someone could have placed it to present dust or dirt. Yes, bartenders do that. But it's just a little bit more shadier. So I expect the bartender, if they did it, and check security cameras from behind the bar. That's true too. So what if the bartender went behind the bar? Like, there's so many different ways to freaking fool these cameras. Especially when you're dealing with the Rosemont cameras. Where'd they get their cameras from last time? Walgreens? CVS? Hey, what's up, Jay? No lie. Remember we looked at the source and they literally like went to CVS or something, or Walmart, to get their films, their footage and their videos. It was insane. She noticed it and still drank it. That's an alcoholic mentality. Never waste a good drink. I think this, and that I'm like, if you were suspicious about the napkin, why remove it, then proceed to drink it? I'm not gonna lie though, I've been to a few bars in my life, and I never left and came back to a napkin on my drink. I don't know why. Exactly, right? I just never left and came back to a napkin on my drink. Have y'all? You gotta probably be in the bathroom taking a dump or something, you know? Dust gonna get in it at the... Oh, you guys seen this? Hold on. I don't want to mix these videos together, but they're saying Mama T has lost her mind. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Have y'all seen this yet, Chan? Hi, MJ. But they're saying Mama T has lost her mind. I think it might be the glass. I think it might be the glass. Wait, where's the video? Where's the video at, gang? Don't treat me like this. Oh, there it is. Hold on.
How y'all feel? I was just coming on here to share a little of this with y'all. Because I shared
MJ, what's up, my boy?
Back to that conversation when I put my picture when I was let me put this up right there. when I was putting my picture up, it didn't make a long story short. Do y'all know all them times I got all them surgeries? Now I got my breast cut on August 16th of 2017, right? And them people that did shit, they cut shit in my body. They been trying. They knew who I was before I knew who I was. I am the chosen one, y'all. I did not know that Kenneka was God, but God's granddaughter. I wonder why Spirit had told me, why everybody talking that. See, that damn, what's that clown name talking? She got black eyes on, bitch. That's what you call prayer. You gotta pray. You gotta keep on praying.
Watch.
Times, through the bad times, through the happy times. See, when you pray, see how much what God say. Y'all keep on. Remember, go visit Kenneka thing and just concentrate and meditate. That's enough. And see, I'm cursing now. Because my real friends, the people that know me, y'all my friends too. But I be respectful because I was trying to show y'all. And then, before this part came out, because I could be all kind, it all depends on how they make me. You know what I'm saying? But,
it gets worse.
Anyway, let me tell y'all something. Them people been trying to kill me. They've been turning us on one another. This is the whole, as I learned, like I told y'all, learning is fun. As I learn, I'm popping that shit out because people know me. No, like I said, I be all over the motherfucking place. So I'm asking y'all if y'all want some real shit. But if y'all want that shit, if y'all want me to go get a motherfucking pet, hold on. I got some for you. Okay.
She's off one.
Hold on, let me tell you what the class told me. They told me when I first told the judge that I did not agree with it, and I told my lawyer, Jim, remember your bitch ass?
Gio, who they tell you?
And I got your letters. I got all receipts, y'all. I've used Chat GPT. See, when I didn't really know how to write, they called me illiterate dumb. I didn't know. I not that I'm dumb, as y'all can see. I stopped the war. I'm a motherfucking genius. Snap a bitch finger out. I used to tell Candy, then I tell a bitch. I know what a bitch.
She starts getting crazy. Look.
God's daughter. Not only that. He had a big old heart for me. His favorite.
Oh, my bad, Yvonne.
When he was living, I was his favorite too.
Right here, look it. Look it together.
Spiritual war. I dare anyone you bitches to turn. I dare you. I'm a beast, bitch.
What the fuck? She's fighting demons right now. She's fighting them demons right now. You see that? Holy shit, that's insane. Hold on.
They told me when I first told the judge that I did not. We got all receipts, y'all. I've used Chat GPT.
She uses Chat GPT now.
See, when I used to tell Candy, then I tell a bitch. I know what a bitch doing, but I ain't know I was God's daughter. Not only that. He got a big old heart for me. His favorite. When he was living, I was his favorite too.
Look at her tongue.
So what think you gonna do in the spiritual world? I dare anyone you bitches to turn. I dare you. I'm a beast, bitch. I'm everything that you want, bitch.
She's a beast.
Bitch. Come on. I dare you.
Oh shit. That's the craziest I seen her, yo. She spit at the camera.
When he was living, I was his favorite too.
She had something ain't right, Chan. Hit that sub button, chat. Teresa done lost her mind.
I'm a beast, bitch. I'm everything that you want, bitch. I'm the motherfucker, bitch. Come on. I ducked it.
What's going on, Carla? How you doing? That's Kenneka Jenkins' mom, Teresa Martin. They're saying the stress of her not being able to say what really happened to her kid is getting to her. I say it's the glass. It could be her spirit. It could be them demons. You know what I mean? She sold her soul. She sold her allegedly her kid's soul. Now them demons is running through her. Them spirits, they call it. Look at her tongue. It's straight orange. What's that mean?
When he was living, I was his favorite too. He used to take my ass with his day. So what think you gonna do in the spiritual world? I dare anyone you bitches to turn. I bitch. I'm everything that you want, bitch. I'm the motherfucker, bitch.
I feel bad for Kenneka. That was my mother? No offense. That's messed up, gang. Look at the demon came out at the end. She kind of looked like the mama on Family Matters. Harriet Winslow. It sure did. Harvesting energy. Yep, I stopped the video as soon as that demon started speaking. She was talking too much about God. That demon had to show itself real quick. This is the imagine that, because she's always putting God in her mouth, and that's crazy, bro. And that makes sense. Why is she always starting her sentences with God did, and all this stuff, but then you can't even stand for your child, allegedly. Hey, that was scary. The enemy is trying to take over her, man. They almost gave conjuring or exorcism. I'm praying for her. I was his favorite. Listen to what this guy says. I was his favorite when he was living. I was his favorite. He took my ass whooping for me. This is an old, powerful demon. Oh, shit. People are waking up in the world, so you gotta read some shit, guys. You take it for a grain of salt. I was his favorite when he was living. Remember, God had that angel, his favorite angel that disobeyed him, right? God had his favorite angel that disobeyed him. He took my ass whooping for me. God, Jesus, took his life for our sins. Died for our sins, allegedly. This is an old, powerful demon. I came here to say this. It couldn't handle all that God talk. Ooh. Maybe she's just angry at the people who took her daughter. We don't know. Y'all get online and we say anything. Oh my God, yes. Oh, yes. Straight fat. That's crazy. Was she saying God and stuff in the beginning?
And I was, let me put this under there. When
see if she just turned you at it.
Make a long story short, do y'all know all them times I got all them surgeries? Now I got my breast cut off August 16th of 2017, right? And them people that did shit, they cut shit in my body, they knew who I was before I knew who I was. I am the chosen one, y'all. I did not know that Kenneka was God, but God's granddaughter. I wonder why Spirit had told me.
She on something.
That damn, what's that clown name? She got black eyes. No, bitch, that's what you call prayer. You gotta pray. You gotta keep on praying through the good times, through the bad.
What is she saying? Because she's probably saying some real shit. Just like when allegedly somebody called Zach TV.
They knew who I was before I knew who I was. I am the chosen one, y'all. I did not know that Kenneka was God, but God's granddaughter.
God's granddaughter.
Spirit had told me.
So y'all is the demon speaking? So y'all is that?
What's that clown name? She got black eyes. No, bitch, that's what you call prayer. You gotta pray. You gotta keep on praying through the good times.
So somebody told her Kenneka got black eyes, and she said, "No, that's what you call prayer." Is that what she just said?
No, bitch, that's what you call prayer. Had told I was. I am the chosen one, y'all.
Listen.
I did not know that Kenneka was God, but God's granddaughter. I wonder why Spirit had told me, why everybody told me, see,
why the Spirit had told me, she just said, why the Spirit had told her.
I know that Kenneka was God, but God's granddaughter. I wonder why Spirit had told me, why everybody told me, see, that damn, what's that clown name? She got black eyes. No, bitch, that's what you call prayer. You gotta pray. You gotta keep on praying. Through the good times, through the bad times, through the happy times. See, when you pray, see how much what God say. Y'all keep on. Remember, go visit Kenneka thing and just concentrate and meditate. That's enough. And see, I'm cursing now. Because my real friends, the people that know me, y'all my friends too. But I be respected because I was trying to show y'all. And then, before this part came out, because I could be all catted up here on how they make me. You know what I'm saying? But
what is she doing again?
I be respected because I was trying to show y'all. And then
she got two different earrings.
I could be all catted up here on how they make.
She says I can be okay. It all depends how they make me.
Concentrate and meditate. That's enough. And see, I'm cursing now. Because my real friends, the people that know me, y'all my friends too. But I be respectful because I was trying to show y'all. And then, before this part came out, because I could be all carried up here, so how they make me, you know what I'm saying? But,
her
anyway,
hair is fake.
Them people been trying to kill me. They've been turning us on one another. This is a whole, as I learned, like I told y'all, learning is fun. As I learn,
yeah, she's crazy. She's going crazy. I don't want to make this video too long, guys. But yeah, we was just studying what happened to the Tyra Reid. Tyra Reid. Crazy what a day to come out too, or what a week, huh? Look, and they got the video surveillance too. They show her straight. Like, what does that? But sleeping pills or something. And then it says police says surveillance shows no proof. You didn't get the toxicology report yet to say what drugs was in her. Let's see if we can find this dude Sean P, right? Sean P. Look, influencer. Oh, he popped right up. David said he's afraid to go to sleep. Yeah, we good. We're protected by God over here. Who is Sean P, guys? Oh, see, now we peeling back the layers of the onion. You know what I'm saying? Now we peeling back the layers of the onion. We going in the rabbit hole. Who's Sean P, the guy that came and sat near her right after she ordered her wine? Probably did. Spider-Man's over there. Where? Sean P, the man Tara Reid mentioned in her profile report, has spoken up about the roofie scandal. Reid filed a report on November 25th stating that she stayed at the DoubleTree Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois. She told the police she was just having a glass of white wine when Sean P introduced himself to her. So if she brought up his name, she must have thought he was, you know, relevant enough to the story, right? Sean P's full name is Sean. Wow, they put his full name in here. He has appeared on Dennis Collins' YouTube channel multiple times. He is known as a car enthusiast. Whoa. As Collins uploaded a 48-long video of Sean's car collection, they were outside to smoke. She blacked out after drinking the wine and woke up nearly 8 hours later in the hospital. TMZ obtained a video of the actress being taken away in a wheelchair at the hotel lobby. TMZ gets anything. In the viral 2-minute-long clip, Tara was unable to stand up, walk, and spoke incoherently. Does that sound like somebody we know? As 3 men and 1 woman tried to help her. So she was just smoking a cigarette. She was fine with this dude, Sean P, that she's blaming it on. So Sean P could have been like, hey, she was messed up when I seen her outside. We was smoking a cigarette. She was off her rocket. But Sean P hasn't said anything like that. You know what I mean? So which tells me that she probably just had a few sips. I don't know what happened. But he didn't say she was out there hitting a bag or nothing like that. And then she wakes up nearly 8 hours later in the hospital, so she couldn't talk. She was slurring. She couldn't say her name. She couldn't say what was happening, what was wrong with her. Couldn't barely stand up. Remember allegedly the footage we seen on Nika and how she kept using the walls to walk? Kind of like that when you're roofied. And then what? You fall asleep for 8 hours, 6 hours somewhere in a spot? Is that what happened to Nika allegedly? She tried to fight through it? I don't know. There's so many unanswered. But she definitely allegedly had stuff in her toxicology report, Nika. And that was GHB, Topamax, and alcohol. Sean P. has denied slipping a roofie. Let's see what he said. He claimed that he did not give her a roofie or try to blackmail her the next day. He told a news outlet that the night Reid seemed tipsy but was able to walk and converse with him. They smoked outside, and when they returned, he wanted to close the tab. That who does? What a nice man, right? Somebody that seemed tipsy, you want to close the tab for him. Well, she was an actress. The actress then gave him her purse and reportedly instructed him to retrieve her room key. Wait, that don't sound right, Breaking Change, does that? So when you guys got back outside from smoking, all of a sudden he wanted to pay for your tab, and then you give him your purse? Was you already out of it or something? Because this is right before she passed out. Instructed him to retrieve her room key. Oh, so get my room key out my purse. He looked inside and saw pills. Oh, shoot. Tara then supposedly stayed screaming, getting the attention of a security guard. They both told security that they were fine and went to the smoking area again. He looked inside and saw pills. Tara then supposedly started screaming, gaining the attention of a security guard. Does that sound normal? You give somebody your purse, they open the purse, and they see a bottle of pills there. Could be for whatever, your prescribed Tylenols. And you start yelling for the security guard. What's that gonna do? And then you guys go out for another cigarette? Looks like somebody's lying here. They both told security they were fine and went to the smoking area again. But the camera surveillance footage didn't mention none of this, right? How he grabbed the purse, he did all this bullshit. Sean P. stated that at this moment, Sarah suddenly couldn't walk and had fallen to the floor. He told TMZ, look, he did send her the video the next day to give a heads up, letting her know that his friend had the footage. The YouTuber noted that he was not extorting Tara. So first of all, how did your friend have the footage, and who was your friend? So that means your friend must have been recording when she gave you when you guys came back from a cigarette again? Like, the whole story don't make sense. You guys both told security you was fine, went back to the smoking area, so she was fine to do all that. At that moment, she suddenly couldn't walk and fell to the floor. And then the next day, you send the video to her? I don't know. Look, the Star's representative told a media outlet that Tara never claimed that Sean was the one that gave her the roofie. They also shared that Reid was not surprised by Sean's inaccurate description of what happened that day. Boom, that even makes this man a little bit more suspect. If now he's giving an inaccurate description, and her text messages does check out, I would say he checked the phone. Because something's up if he really did send her a picture the next day. Like I said, if he said his friend recorded it, that must have meant Your friend was sitting somewhere watching the whole incident while you was talking to her. Right or wrong? I don't know. Or is your friend TMZ? Plus, he's a YouTuber. Something ain't right. Meanwhile, Tara's video from the hotel lobby is going viral online. TMZ leaked it anyways. Have shared their concerns about her well-being. Stay tuned for more updates. Chat, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for the support, everybody. I appreciate it. Yup, you're right, Nina. Could have been anything. I think somebody actually lost their life, though. But yup, they could be harvesting energy. Like I said, you see they brought the DoubleTree into it. You see the Masonic floors. That means ritual. They was probably trying to put it in our face. You know, ritual was going on. Something of that nature. Allegedly. Now, Tara Reid. So she gave the guy the purse and looked for her key for the room. Right? If he would have got the key for the room, maybe he exaggerated and lied a little bit on the truth in the story. If he would have got that key for the room and escorted her to the room and she passed out in the room for the 8 hours, allegedly she could have been another Kenneka. But it sounds like he said when she opened the bag, when he grabbed the bag to go look for her key, he seen pills and she started to scream for the security, which makes no sense because that could be prescribed to you. This is before you even passed out or anything happened. You know what I mean? You even said yourself she didn't seem tipsy or nothing. Yes, exactly. Something's not right. There's two sides to every story. Their story and the truth, y'all. But I'm going to head out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for the support. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank y'all for the subs. We got about 76 subs in the last couple of days. I appreciate it. We're going to keep on pushing. Also, if y'all ain't subscribed yet and y'all watching this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free. Your name will pop up on the screen. Also, if you donate, look, boys, 60 in the last 28 days. It was really the last week. I also just found out how to add the my sub number to the screen, which is pretty cool. I need to get that YouTube button. I need me and you together, break chains. We got to get ourselves that YouTube button. We've been working for too hard for too long. We need that platinum YouTube button hanging on our wall, right? We need that platinum YouTube button hanging on our wall. Did you ever send that custom shirt together? I was going to ask you, but I forgot to ask you. Because I never got it. Look at Together We Break Chains sent this to me a long time ago. Together We Break Chains Production would like to thank you and appreciate. Wow, you sent it? I never got it. Oh, alright, that's good. Because I moved from that address, that's why. I didn't move, my mom was living there, I used her address. She made this years and years ago. So for this year, we're leaving ads off. But y'all gonna be able to subscribe, which will get the number up top up for me. Y'all can also tip, leave messages and stuff in the tip. Whatever y'all want. Yeah, I'm gonna. To tip, I would go right to the link on my YouTube. It says, don't go to the Botrix link in the Slime We Trust network. That might not work. Try to go to like right in my bio, PayPal me, Cash Lopes Productions. You should be able to send a tip and a message through. I'm not too sure. We'll have to try it out. Just working on a few things. Anyways, I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the gang. Shout out all my slimes in attendance. I'm gonna go have a bite to eat and smoke. Gotta be a good boy from now on YouTube. Usually I was gonna say if y'all see me do this every once in a while. Don't worry, I'm just a magician. I ain't going nowhere, I'm just a magician. Alright, I'll drop my email in the chat for you. Hold on. We also got to cover the 3IA Atlas thing that's headed towards the Earth, and it's the size of New York City. Been doing a lot of crazy shit to the sun and stuff. Alright, I'm going to drop my email in the chat. Oh yeah, I got to email you the address, right? I'm gonna eat. Thank you, Steph, for tuning in too. I appreciate your support. Everybody in here, I appreciate it. So yeah, send me a message whenever you got time, and then I'll send you the email. I don't have the key to my mailbox, so I'm gonna send my mom's mailbox. Thank y'all, everybody. Double tap that screen, hit that like button for me. Damn, top messages is back on. I gotta put it on all messages. Sorry if I missed some of y'all messages. I see you, Nina. Thank you for the support. You number 3rd right now on the chat is. Thank you. Yes, I just taught the same thing, Panda. I said Panda because I was thinking the same thing about the panda eyes when she was talking about that she took black eyes and stuff. I swear to God, the same thought ran through my head about panda because they call that pandas because they got the black eyes and stuff. It's like we on the same frequency length or something, Nina. But you're very right about that. Yeah, so that spirit, whatever, was trying to say something. It needs to be deciphered a little more. I don't want to waste your time right now. But yeah, something was trying to be said. She said her son, that was crazy. She said some crazy shit in that rant. And then talking about black eyes, you're right, panda eyes, which was known that they were giving to kids and all that. It's crazy. They say a lot of people too that know a little bit too much, that have a lot of information, they end up going crazy. You know what I mean? Who knows if, they allegedly sci-fi little EMP weapon they shoot over there that you can't even see, that frequency waves just hit you and makes you go crazy out your mind or something like that. Did y'all see what she just did? Have you ever seen Teresa spit in the screen? She just got the settlement she's been wanting, and she seems more miserable than she's ever been. Not only that, Tara Reid's drink was just, spiked, allegedly. What's really going on? I done exposed the little organ operation they had going over there a long time ago. You two ain't like me too much for it. try to bury it now. Don't play with me, gang. Don't play with me. They don't call me in the slime we trust for nothing. Don't play with me, baby. They don't call me in the slime we trust for nothing. I make this bitch larger. Feds raid operation linked to Detroit business. Y'all know that wasn't the first time, right? Y'all know that was in Rosemont too, allegedly, right? What pictures they got for us? Detroit. Chicago raid again. Let me see what it says. Look, this is what you're supposed to wear when you really come around that stuff. Hazmat suits with face masks and shit on. Look at these shady characters. I'm trying to see without watching this guy's damn YouTube video. I'm trying to fucking blow it up. Whatever. Crazy, gang, crazy. Oh, it's just the news.
At first to 60 investigation of a business deal that deals in body parts.
So, by the way, guys, you know when this was? 10 years ago. 2015. This happened 2 years before the Kenneka Jenkins incident happened.
From Detroit to Chicago is the best launching.
And once again, hundreds of families will be left wondering if their bodies and loved ones have been bought and sold on the black market.
7 Action News investigator Jim Kirsch was here tonight with the story opening. So, Jeff.
Stephen and Carolyn, this case started here, according to sources, when a man named Arthur Rathburn was shipping human body parts through Metro Airport. Get this, the box leaked blood. Those cargo haulers then called for help.
Why were you stockpiling hundreds of human body parts here, sir?
That's Art Rathburn. And remember his business 13 months ago?
You know what's crazy? I never heard about all this. Like, I knew this happened, but I never heard him talking and the raid.
Removed body parts of 1,000 different people. Arms, legs, heads.
What?
Kept on ice. Not involved.
You hear that on
Black
ice?
market. Today, the rundown warehouse on Detroit's east side is shuttered.
East side.
Sources
Oh, that's
say
the
rappers seized
Chicago.
weapons, led them to the Chicago area.
What'd they say? Rappers?
Sources
Oh,
say
the-
rappers seized records, led them to the Chicago area today. A business called Biological Resource Center in Rosemont. It's
What the fuck? That's the place that I exposed. The Biological Resource Center. And they opened back up in 2017, the same year that happened to Kenneka. 2 years after.
From the outside, sources say the hazmat suits and raid are underway on the 6th floor of this office building. The same paper trail that investigators
Wow.
found at the Resource Center in Phoenix last January, and another raid removing body parts and corpses. There were also ties to similar businesses in Las Vegas. Since these dealt directly with the public, families were left without answers. Julie donated her husband Steve's body and was promised his cremated remains back in a month.
Confused and angry. They thought this was going to be doing.
What did it say, gang? I just wanted to cover a little bit of that. Since we talking about Rosemont and Chicago and Tara Reid and all that and Kenneka. Anyways, I don't want to make this live too long. Thank y'all for the support, y'all. Love y'all. Shout out to all the slimes in attendance.